Slabby Maguire, David De Gea's terrified. Oh, Slabby Maguire, David De Gea's terrified. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little afternoon stream for you. Just ahead of the United game later, of course, against Brighton. How are we all doing today? Hope you've all had a great day. What is going on? Jonathan Gallagher, Ezio Auditore, Tekken Fan, J King, Gaming Simp, and everybody who's in here as well. Bunch of legends. Thank you for joining us. Do us a favour at the start of this show. Smash that like button and get yourself involved throughout this show in the chat as well. We're going to cover all the latest days, Manchester United news, and just a little bit of a preview and sort of the latest team news and stuff like that ahead of the game tonight. How are we all doing? Stephen Caro, Busy the Beast as well, Bell691, Mbappe Boy, Football with Brownie. How you doing, mate? Spreading the love. Always spreading the love, mate. It's Valentine's Day. Well, it was yesterday, I mean. Happy Valentine's Day. Spread a bit of love yesterday, my son, Football with Brownie, lad. Anyway, Busy the Beast, Millwall, and everybody else, thank you for joining us. So, we've got the game later. We're looking forward to that. We're doing a watch-along for that later. But just not been up that long, you know me. But looking into all the latest day's news and all that kind of thing. I mean, obviously on Sky Sports, there's an article which says, Ralph Rangnick insists, and there's quotes from Ralph Rangnick here where he's been speaking to them or somewhere. He's been speaking. Maybe it was in the, I don't know. But Ralph Rangnick insists there is no need to strip Harry Maguire of the Manchester United captaincy, despite admitting the defender has some weaker moments. Let's read his quotes first before we sort of analyse and react to this. But he says, I think when he came back after his injury, he did extremely well. He had a very good performance, a very good game against West Ham, Rangnick said. Oh, right, yeah, I remember that one. That was decent, actually. Yeah, that's right. I do remember that one. That one single game, that one good one that he had all season long amongst all the shit show shower of mess that we've seen from him pretty much week in, week out, dudes. So, yeah, I do remember that one, actually. That was one that was not absolutely gash-tastic. I remember that one, yeah. That was okay, wasn't it? That was okay. Let's read the rest of the quotes, but before we do, we've got a super chat here. Thank you, Man United Hodge, getting in here from Dan Under. He says, what a joke this Rangnick is. How can you back that gash? Unbelievably gash centre-back. We have, my goodness, you must have a gash taste in gash players. Well, Man United Hodge, you kind of took the words out of my mouth, mate. Thank you so much. Can we get a sue in the live chat there for Man United Hodge? I appreciate that. Jonathan Gallagher, maybe in a little bit later, mate. It's a Man United news stream here, boss. Thank you for the £2 super chat there as well. He says, let's do a vote to... let's not do a vote about that. Thank you, Jonathan Gallagher. Can we get a couple of sues in the live chat for these guys? I appreciate you, Hodgie and Gallagher there. Get in. Right, let's get back in. Let's get back into the quotes. I understand what you're saying there, Man United Hodge, and I will react to that properly in a moment as well. In the past two games, yeah, he had some weaker moments against Southampton when we conceded the goal at Burnley. Hang on, though. He says in the past two games he's had some weaker moments, but how's about the 15 games before Rangnick even turned up, where he had a whole bunch of shite performances under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well, and basically cost Ole his job? What about all those as well? You know, you've got to look at over the whole course of the season. He's had one good game since Rangnick's been in, and even then, the rest have been absolutely damn bang average from the guy. So, yeah, he says in the past two games he had some weaker moments against Southampton, blah, 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 blah. We conceded the goal at Burnley, but he's our captain. He's our captain, and I don't see any reason to change that. I mean, Ralph Rangnick, this just doesn't really bode well for me. I'm going to be totally honest with you. What can he see that we can't? I don't really understand it. We can see his performances every single week where he's looking like a damn donkey out there and performing like a fucking garbage truck at centre-back, doing a real piss-poor job of it as well, and captaining the side, nevertheless. Worst United captain ever, as we've established. But if the reasons, are not evident, I don't really understand what Ralph Rangnick's all about. If he can't tell that that Maguire's performances have been subpar and that he's not fit to lead this United side just based on everything really, his leadership. How's about that? How's about based on his leadership alone? I don't think he's the best leader in this squad by a country mile. There's a few better leaders in there. Absolutely there is. Give it David De Gea, give it Cristiano Ronaldo, give it Bruno Fernandes, give it Rafael Varane, give it fucking anybody. Maguire is, McTominay. Anybody, and McTominay's absolutely shite, by the way. I'm just saying there's better captains, better leaders I'm talking about here, personalities than Harry Maguire. So even from a leadership point of view, I don't think he's the best. But from a footballing point of view, obviously, every single week he's putting in gash displays, more or less, making individual errors. Okay, maybe his teammates, Luke Shaw's been poor recently, not helping him out either. But Harry Maguire has shat the bed on us regularly. And as United fans, we don't want to see this. We don't want to accept a standard of having this guy performing like that every single week, because you've got to set a high standard at Manchester United. If that's not being met, your place in the side should not be safe. And certainly your place having the armband, being the captain of the side, should not be safe. If you're not leading the side well, and if you're not individually, and as a team, but individually performing week to week, then what warrants him having the armband? It makes no sense. You should give it to somebody who's actually going to be performing. And really, take the armband aside, Maguire should not be in this Manchester United starting 11 at this moment in time, just based on form. So how can you give an armband to somebody who's shouldn't even be in the team? So it's just, it boggles the mind, guys. It boggles the mind. I mean, let's just have a little vote with a number in the live chat here really quickly, just to see, just to see in the live chat what happens and who thinks what in terms of the fan base here. So most of you are United fans, and probably some of the people who vote otherwise are not United fans. But let's just vote. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think that Harry Maguire should be our captain. Smash a 2 in the live chat. A 2 if you think anybody else should be captain other than Harry Maguire. Not anybody else, but somebody else should be captain instead of Harry Maguire. Let's just get a little vote in the live chat. Ezio says 2. Playmaker says 2. Old Dirty Bencher says 2. John Anderson says 1. A Dyke says 2. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. All the 2s. So, I mean, I think some of these 1s are coming from Arsenal scummers. I'm going to be totally honest with you as well. I think that tells the story there. Most of the fan base, would like to see somebody else captain the team. That's how it is. And if Ralph Rangnick doesn't understand that and he can't see his performances have been poor, then I don't really know what I'm supposed to see in Ralph Rangnick, to be fair. I mean, what has he really done for us lately, in the words of Janet Jackson? He's not done fantastic, has he? He's done okay. We've been a bit more resilient defensively, I suppose, but we've been bottling second halves. We've been drawing to teams we should be beating, so it's just not been good enough. Hey, Man United Hodge, thank you for another super chat, mate. He says, I tell you what, bro, I wouldn't mind Varane being captain. That would make me believe in my captain. Now, Varane's performances over the course of the season have been good. I don't think he's excelled or been absolutely fantastic. He's still on his errors. Even in the last game, he's lunged in and mistimed his tackle, and that's led to their goal as well. And obviously not his fault, because there's space there, there's people out of position, all the rest of it. But he himself has been the most reliable centre-back we've had in our season when he's been fit. So for that reason, I think, yeah, he's a decent captain. I mean, I'll tell you what, I'll get a little poll on the go, guys, just because we're talking about it here, So we're just to say Slabby's not the captain. Actually, I'll put him in the poll as well. Who is your captain? I will ask the live chat here. Do let us know. Hey, there's 132 legends in it. Do us a favour, drop the thumbs up on it. Give us a cheeky little like. Give it a cheeky little like spike. Help us boost up there on the algorithm. It helps out a lot. And also give it a share around on social media. Yeah, if you're on Twitter or Insta or TikTok or OnlyFans or wherever, give it a share around there, peeps. Let us spread the word. Right, so Man United Hodge, lad, in terms of captaincy, who is your captain? Bruno, CR7. Let's go CR7. And then we'll just add in De Gea. And Varane, okay, I'll add Varane, fuck it. We're not going to have Maguire because he's absolutely dog-turd shite, let's be fair. There's no point being in there. But he is going to be the captain under Rangnick, it seems. Because Ralph Rangnick's got no bottle, guys, in all fairness. Hate to say this, he's just an interim and he doesn't want to rock the boat too much, and he's here to the end of the season, then he's going up there in an upstairs capacity. Maguire's a big personality, he's a big slab in the dressing room. He hasn't got the bottle to go toe-to-toe with him and ruffle a few feathers. What pisses me off about that, right, is that we've been piss poor anyway. There's no squad harmony anyway. Playing disjointed, gastastic football, nobody's got a bloody clue. There's not much organisation, and we haven't got any ideas. So, crikey, what more reason do you need to try and change some things up? It's not like we're in perfect harmony right now playing beautiful football and you don't want to make the change. No, we're doing shite. We need a change is absolutely needed. So for that reason, ruffle a few feathers. Pull him aside. Say, Slabby, I'm sorry. We've got to take the captaincy from you. I want somebody else to be my captain. The previous manager gave you the captaincy. I've given you a chance, but I wanted Bruno. I wanted Ronaldo. That's who's going to be my captain. That's how it is, my son. Stone cold stunner. Give him the double fingers and walk out the room. That's all he has to do. But he hasn't got the bottle to do it, guys. That's how I feel about Rangnick at the moment. Like he's just he's a puppet. And because of that, and because of obviously not having a permanent role at this club, he's not actually got the cojones, I think, to make the decision. And it's an easy decision to make, in my opinion. Harry Maguire's been playing so badly that he's a liability to the team. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to say that maybe we should give somebody else an opportunity at the back there, and United might be more solid at the back. Hey, we might not be, but if you don't try, then we won't learn. He shouldn't even be our centre-half, says Ryan McGinley. I couldn't agree more with you, Ryan McGinley. Devils United, how are you doing today? He says, Man United, Hodges, right. Varane would be brilliant as captain. Yes, he would be a decent captain. I mean, he's obviously got 4 Champions League medals. He's got a World Cup winner's medal. You know, he's been there. He's done that. He's bought the T-shirt. He's got stains on it and washed it several times. He is literally an experienced player, you know, and he is a good leader and he is consistently solid. And that's what you want from somebody who's leading. You want somebody who's dependable, accountable, and reliable as well. But, you know, like, is more often than not putting in a good performance. That's why you look at the captains that United have had over the years that are such great players for us. You know, people like Keano. It's because every week he's fighting tooth and nail for the club and giving consistent performances. Hey, look, every now and again he's going to have a stinker. Every now and again he's going to do a 2-footed lunge and get sent off and cost the team. But most of the time when he's on it, he's consistently putting in those full-blooded performances. And so, yeah, I'd rather somebody like that who looks consistent for United and it performs week to week, more or less, than somebody who's making errors week and week. Because I think that sets a standard at United. If you're looking at Harry Maguire as a teammate and thinking that guy's leading us out and he's our captain and he's the one's costing us every week, fucking hell. It's like Captain Calamity every single week in the dressing room. You're looking over him through fucking gritted teeth and, you know, and cross eyes because, crikey, he's shite, and it must obviously be a little bit, I don't know, it would be disheartening. David De Gea must be just going, oh, fucking hell. He's playing with the slab in front of him at the moment, just based on how his form has been. That's what I think. And just everyone around him, you know, if you've got to have solidity at the back there, that's where the best teams are built from. And even your wing backs are going to feel that as well. If there's vulnerabilities, if there's an expectation of failure or a pressure there, then, you know, there's probably more likeliness that you will make mistakes in areas. You want to have a good confidence in your back line. And at the moment, Harry Maguire does not instill any confidence. He just instills complete negativity, to be honest. That's in my opinion. So for that reason, I would drop him. Hey, Benjamin Bestman getting in with a £10 super chat. Thank you very much, Benjamin, lad. He says, afternoon, Piggy, how are you doing? Have you heard that Ralph has specifically said to the hierarchy to go for Ten Hag? So thoughts on that? Also, even FIFA knows Slabhead isn't captain material. I'm doing good, Benjamin Bessemer. Thank you so much for the £10 super chat, but I hope you're doing well. Specifically said to the hierarchy to go for Ten Hag. Yeah, so we discussed this a little bit yesterday, that just the most likely candidate, or it was understood that Richard Arnold and a few people behind the scenes, Ralph Rangnick and etc., a few others, had earmarked Erik Ten Hag as a suitable replacement in the summer. But who knows at this stage? There's still a lot that can happen between now and then. But yeah, I mean, we talked about stylistically whether he'd be good. I think he would be good. I think his Ajax side is exciting, but it's a big step up again going to manage a club like Manchester United. It's probably the toughest club job in the world in some regards, because you've got these huge expectations. You've got the expectations of all the other big clubs in the league, but you don't have the backing and the board and the owners of the other big clubs in the league. So it's a constant shit show at the club pretty much. So Ten Hag would be decent. Listen, I'm not going to pretend that he's not. But is he perfect for the job right now? Is he an ideal standout candidate? I don't think he is. I still think there's a lot of people in the hat here, and that things can change between now and the end of the season. We've talked about, Ten Hag. We talked about Pochettino. We talked about Luis Enrique Zidane, or whoever the hell else might be linked with this club. There's a lot of managers that are linked. So we have to wait and see. There's a lot that can happen. I think I'd rather Erik Ten Hag over Pochettino every day of the week, to be fair. Pochettino's a good, proven manager. He'd be a great yes man for the Glazers to do well on a shoestring budget probably as well, because he's done that at Spurs. But in terms of winning things, in terms of taking us to the next level, does not convince me at all. Let's just ask the live chat. Thank you, Benjamin, for that question, mate. Let's just ask the live chat, everyone. Say Rangnick does not stay after the summer and he goes up into an upstairs capacity in the club and does some sort of consultancy work or football directorship or whatever it may be. Who would be your next manager in the summer then? Who would you like to see appointed at this stage who's realistic that could come in? Ten Hag, says Cyclone. Poch can do one, says Shikal. Good evening there, Jarvis Cocker. Score predictions. I'll get onto that in a little bit actually, Jarvis, my friend. Yes. Special one, says Ten Hag. Yeah. Ten Hag's the special one. Okay, fair enough. Devils United says Ten Hag or Enrique. Eric Ten Hag says Playmaker. James Whelan says Ten Hag. By the way, Devils United, great show yesterday. Great fan panel show. Let's get a love heart in the live chat for Devils United there. Maisie doing bits on the channel yesterday. Great addition to the channel. Thank you for hosting the shows. She's going to be doing another one very soon on the channel as well. So shout outs Maisie and Devils United YouTube channel. Get in there. James Bowering says Ten Hag. Hey there, Berber lad, you don. He says Pig would win. Jonathan Gallagher. What's that about? Hey there, Berber. Anyway, great to see one in here as well. The Voutinator, one of the Legends. Zidane at United wouldn't be unreal. Well, Sam, I do like Zidane, right? But there were some rumours or rumblings that previously he wasn't too keen on taking the United job. I can't really blame him, in all honesty. Who wants to work for those Glazers and be shackled? Who wants to have that pressure? I mean, this fan base is demanding, and so it should be, because we're a great club and we're built on traditions of winning things and success, and that's why we've earned that elevated sort of a position, is because we have won a lot and we demand success at this football club. And, we are going to be shackled somewhat by our owners. But Zidane, apparently, I don't know, apparently he just wasn't too keen on the job. But who knows if that's all true, in all fairness. If he was offered the job, I mean, it's a great job. I know I said it's the hardest job in club football because, well, you've got expectations to win everything. And all the other clubs up there, like City, Liverpool, Chelsea, all these guys, they've all got better owners and they've got more established squads and more established managers. It's such a tough job to come in and try and, win things with this United side. It actually is really hard. So even with the players we've got, but we should be doing better than we are, of course. But Zidane, I don't know. Zidane, if he doesn't want us, then he can do one then, can't he? I'm not too keen. I want somebody to manage Manchester United who wants to manage Manchester United, obviously. Hey there, Lee Everett, the special one, Parallel Sun, Cyclone Arty, James T, Berber, Niall Kane. There's over 200 legends in it right now. Thanks for joining us for the afternoon show. Drop the like on the video. Let's get this one to 100 likes if you haven't done so already. Boost us up then the algo. Help us compete with the clickbait merchants and the corporation channels. You know it makes sense. Also, if you're new to this channel, guys, drop that subscribe button and get yourself involved in the chat. In 1 minute's time, you'll be able to chat. Steve Johnson with a 2 CA super chat there, my son. He says, refers to Jonathan's super chat. I'm a bit lost with this one, my son. Hey, Devils United, thank you so much for a £2 super chat as well. Says, I'd bring 49-year-old Stam to replace Maguire. Thank you so much for that, Devils United. Yeah, great shout. Stam would be no nonsense, would he? In terms of a leader, fucking hell, it'd be good to have him in there just to kick shit out of all the underperformers in the team at half time. In all fairness, no, seriously, I think I agree with you, guys. Smash a one if you'd have current Yap Stam. We're not talking prime Yap Stam here. We're talking current Yap Stam over Slabby Maguire, or current Rio, or current Vidic, or current fucking. Well, never mind. Devils United. Yes, I agree with you. Anybody over Mags. Jonathan Gallagher. Oh, here is his super chat. Thank you so much. Sorry, I missed it. I'm sorry, I missed it. I was rambling there. He says, Pig versus Harry Maguire 1v1. Who wins? I mean, are you serious, bro? All you have to do is push his head and the sheer weight of that slab's going to take him over, mate. You know what I mean? He's just going to have to push him and he's like, oh, he's gone. No punches will be thrown, my friend. Just a push. Have you seen the balance of the man? There's a clip in training. I don't know if you saw it. It's going around Twitter. I'm not too sure when it was from. Maybe it was recent. Of Harry Maguire just getting absolutely done by Jadon Sancho. He's just backtracking. It just falls over like an absolute melt. And he's just got no balance. I just pushed the guy over, mate. Anyway, Jonathan Gallagher, thank you very much for that, dude. Although saying that, crikey, that is one sizable cranium. You know what I mean? Like, hey, if he does withstand the push, crikey, that's a strong cranium. I don't know if he's I don't know if he's probably got a pretty big chin on him, a pretty good chin on him, mate. Oh dear. Anyway, thank you so much for getting in here, everyone. You're a bunch of legends, lots of legends in here. Ryan McGinney says, Ten Hag all the way. Poch is a good coach, nice guy and a gentleman. But we had Ollie, and that's enough. Yes, man, says Ryan McGinley. Precisely. Pochettino would just be another puppet for the Glazers. I can see them appointing him, to be fair. He's sort of ready-made for the Glazers, in all fairness. Like, he did what he did at Southampton and Spurs on a shoestring budget and did well. I mean, he did get to the Champions League. He did have Spurs sort of, consistently in around fighting for those Champions League spaces every year, So he did well for the team that he had. He did assemble a good team there. So you've got to give him some props and say he's a good coach. But is he the coach that's going to take you from that level to being, Champions League winners or Premier League winners and dismantling Klopp and dismantling Guardiola and getting the best of these guys? I just don't really think that he is, unfortunately. So we'll see. Hey, Man United Hodge, thank you so much for another super chat. You guys are going absolutely ham. He says, the lineup I want to see tonight is De Gea, Telles, Varane, Lindelof, Dalot, McTominay, Pogba, Bruno, Sancho, Elanga, and Rashford. Hey, thank you so much, Man United Hodge, for that, dude. Seeing as you've mentioned that, Man United Hodge, that's a great lineup there, yeah. I mean, I would like to see a couple of changes. We talked in yesterday about the need for United to drop players maybe like Maguire and drop players maybe like Luke Shaw and even Cristiano Ronaldo. But we know Cavani's not in the squad, so Ronaldo will play, and he should play with him. He's fucking Ronaldo. How can you not play him? Once he starts firing, he'll probably go on a run. But it's just confidence is so low right now. It just there's no confidence that's going to happen. But hopefully he gets on the score sheet tonight and he plays. But here's the lineup that I just sort of knocked up a little while ago, guys, in terms of, what I think it could be the lineup tonight. So De Gea in goal here. We got Telles left back, I think, coming in for Luke Shaw, who's been gash. Telles been out the last couple of games, but he is back in the squad. Maguire, I've put in the side because I just think after what Rangnick said, these comments about him backing him, which I don't understand how he can back him because Maguire's absolutely gash. But after what he said, I think he's going to play him. Maybe he will rotate. Maybe he will give somebody else an opportunity at the back there because it is, a midweek game. And we've had a game just, 72 hours ago or whatever. And so it's not much time to recoup. Maybe he will make more changes than I've got down on this team sheet here. But Varane in there, I think he's got to play whenever he's fit. He's our best centre-back. Dalot, I mean, you could see Aaron Wan-Bissaka coming back in there, I suppose. We have been in the need for a little bit more something defensively recently, but Dalot's been doing pretty well, so I wouldn't disrupt that at the moment. In the midfield, Fred's obviously come back into the side, so Rangnick has confirmed that he'll be a part of the squad. Whether or not he plays, it could be Scott McTominay in there. Maybe it's more likely Scott McTominay because Fred's just coming back from an illness. So Scott McTominay, does make sense that he would maybe start again, but I just think McTominay form-wise has been pretty up and down, pretty gas-tastic recently, so I wouldn't be too interested in seeing him start. So maybe this is more of an optimistic pick, but I've gone with Fred and Pogba in the middle there. And then at the top there, Sancho really picks himself because he's one of the form players. Last couple of games, he's looked very good. Definitely would start Sancho in this one. Marcus Rashford, Gashford, unfortunately, he has to be dropped. He probably will start, though. But I fancy Elanga starting in this one tonight. Bruno Fernandes and Ronaldo. That's basically what I'm vibing with, guys. Who knows? Unless I missed something, unless there's somebody who's out that's in this team that is not available, but I'm pretty sure we've got all of these guys available, and Manchester United should probably see this formation and line up tonight, but you never know. It might be McTominay coming in. Luke Shaw could also start in the game. Somebody else could come in there instead of Slabby Maguire. Maybe there's other things that could happen. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see, but there you go. I'll put that up here, actually, or down here somewhere, so it's out of the way of the chat a little bit. I'll move it so you can see the poll as well. I'll just move it there for the time being. So, who is your captain? Let's have a look at this poll. Unfortunately, it doesn't show on the screen there, but if I go into the YouTube live chat, we can see we've had 200 votes, guys. Have a vote. Have a vote, guys. Have a vote. Let's see what your captain is. And we're approaching 100 likes. Do drop the like and hit the subscribe. Who's your captain? Bruno, CR7, De Gea or Varane? There's no point putting Slabby Maguire on there, is there? Only Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, City fans would vote for him. So there's no point putting him on that list. Bruno Fernandes, CR7, De Gea or Varane. At the moment in time then, guys, I'm going to end the poll. This is the result. So in first place, who most people would like to see be Manchester United captain, is actually our goalkeeper, David De Gea. Get in there, Davide. Can we get a hashtag David Saves in the live chat? Dave Saves. Because he has been saving us countless times this season. He's definitely been our best performer. And he's the only reliable player in the team, if we're all being honest, this year. And over the course of the last decade, that's been the case. He did have one season, maybe one and a bit seasons that were a little bit ropey by his very high standards. But over the course of over a decade, this guy has been our most consistent performer, certainly this season. It's not even close. We've had a lot of really gash players turn out this year, and David De Gea has been leagues ahead. So from that point of view, yeah, I totally understand. And from what he says afterwards as well, you can see his frustration, and he's got the passion, and you can see all that. And he says the right things, or of what I want to be, seeing from a captain, much better than Maguire. The only thing is, I'm going to end that poll there then. The only thing is with David De Gea is that he is obviously a goalkeeper, and it's just a little bit harder when you're not an outfield player. Let's say, I don't know, there's an incident up the top of the pitch there where somebody's been fouled, or, you've got, or there's a penalty shout or something, you've got to go over the ref and you've got to fight your case for a foul or fight your case for a, you've got to do that. You've got to obviously be in the mix. That's my only problem with having a goalkeeper as captain. But if you've got players that are going to do that anyway, then it's not really an issue. You look at, there has been some great captain goalkeepers over the years, the likes of Iker Casillas, etc. So it can be done. David De Gea, I think personality-wise, and I think consistency-wise, performance-wise, and also just like experience-wise, and maturity-wise, and all these type of things, he is a perfect captain. It's just that he's a goalkeeper, which in my opinion is not ideal. So yeah, great shout there, guys. Although, hang on a second, in second place, very close with 32% of the vote here. I'm going to end the poll. CR7 is the next choice for everybody for captain. Better than Slabby Maguire, definitely. In terms of a leader, in terms of who's been there and done that, and who's been a talisman for their teams throughout the years, doesn't come much better than Cristiano Ronaldo. So yeah, for me, he makes the perfect choice for captain. And I think if you give him that captain's armband, you're going to be seeing these crazy full-blooded performances out of him, even more so because he's got the armband. It's just that extra little added incentive for him to perform like an absolute beast and be that clutch Don that we all know that he is. But right now he's struggling to show on the pitch. And also after that, guys, in third place in the poll, we have got Bruno Fernandes with 26% of the vote. I think he would be a good candidate for the long-term captain for Manchester United. You look at leadership, you look at passion. He's not always exactly the most consistent performer for us recently. Previously, he was. When Oli was here for 18 months, he was so consistent. But not recently can you say he's been that super consistent for us. But he's still a full-blooded, passionate player who always gives it his all. So for that reason, yes, I think he would be a great captain long-term. And he's younger than the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, who, if you did give the captaincy to, would be away and out the door in a year or two's time. Whereas Bruno's going to be here potentially for 5 more years. So that would be that'd make a lot of sense. And then in last place there, Varane with only 7% of the vote. Well, Varane is a good choice for captain, but I just think there's better choices for captain in the side. And obviously people at the club who've been here for a longer period of time as well. Seniority is obviously important too. Like De Gea's got the most seniority at the club, the most length of time played and in one go as well. Of course, De Gea has been here. He's a captain. He's never been really the captain, obviously. He's never been club captain, but he's a good candidate for captain. But then you've got people like Ronaldo, who has previously been here for a long time as well and knows what it's about to be a Manchester United player, especially in a much more golden era than this shite. And so for that reason, he makes a good captain too, and he's got seniority because even though he's only just come back, he's still part of the Manchester United fabric of this club. And I think for that, and just because of who he is, surely he should be good. Seniority, says Cyclone Arty. Hey, we're 4 likes away from 100. Let's give it a cheeky little bacon brigade like spike and tip it over. Thank you everyone for getting the chat. We're going to have a big Q&A at the end. Gaz Elliott says, this club baffles me. Couldn't agree more, mate. Couldn't agree more. Everyone, thank you for joining. I've just got a bit more news to cover, and then we are definitely going to get in and have a big Q&A, so do stick around, get your thoughts and opinions in. But yeah, so just if you're getting in here, basically Ralph Rangnick shat the bed and come out and said that, the way we're playing now is new to Harry Maguire. He's quoted as saying that, sorry, I didn't even finish the quotes, did I? I got so sidetracked. So he said, the way we're playing is new to Slabby Maguire, obviously. Also because in the English national team, he's used to playing in a back 3. He said at his pre-match press conference ahead of Tuesday's game at Brighton. And here at Manchester United in a back 4, still not being as proactive with that kind of defence when we try and be on the front foot trying to defend. This is something new to him. And it will take some time for him to get adjusted to that. I mean, what a load of old bollocks. I'm not being funny. I'm not just trying to pick on Ralph Rangnick here, but is he talking pure guff for this time around or what? Like, I'm sorry to say, but Ralph Rangnick, Harry Maguire's been a centre-back his entire career. Has he always put him back 3s at fucking Hull City, Sheffield United, Leicester City? No, he fucking hasn't. And so he's obviously played in a lot of different systems, and he should be able to play in a lot of different systems. If you're a centre-back, you've got to be better playing a 4 at the back system. You know what I mean? Fuck me. You can only play 3 at the back system. Oh, well, that means you have to play for one of the fucking minnows then, because everybody just sits back with fucking 5 at the back or whatever, 3 at the back. Well, there you go, Slabby Maguire, lad. Go and play for one of those teams. In all fairness, that is his level. He can only play 3 at the back for one of those shit low block teams. But anyway, I don't get that, to be honest. I don't get that. No, he doesn't need time to adapt to a new back 4 system. We've been playing back 4 under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for fucking years in the 4-2-3-1 with Sammy Maguire in there and stuff. I don't understand what's happening. Anyway, so Years under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, 4 at the back as well. I don't get it anyway. But anyway, I understand what he's saying, right? Then maybe he's just saying, like, because the whole team's changing to a new system, then he's obviously having to adapt as well, you know. But the way he's worded it there just makes it sound like a whole bunch of tosh, because Harry Maguire should be capable of playing in a back 4. You know? Nothing unconventional about that, is there? There's nothing unconventional about that. Oh, mate. Pig, any ideas to watch the game? I'm going to watch it on Peacock, mate. My brother lives in Minnesota in America, and so he's got that Peacock app, and I can log in and watch it. So I'm pretty lucky that I just use a VPN. So I can't really advise you where else to watch it, unfortunately, mate. Sorry, but, you know, there's dodgy streams around and stuff. But it's not on TV tonight, guys. You know why it's not on TV tonight? I'll tell you. So basically, it's not on any of the channels tonight. Obviously, there is Champions League football on tonight. BT Sport broadcasting Champions League matches in the UK. And they've dropped the United versus Brighton fixture in favour of the Champions League. So that is gash, obviously, for anybody looking to tune in and watch the game. But there you go. That's the reason why, because obviously it's a rearranged fixture, this one, isn't it? And so because it's clashing with the Champions League games, they've televising that instead, and they had the rights for it initially, I believe, so they're not televising it. I think that's the case. So that is annoying. Rangnick has addressed the Maguire criticism and basically stuck by him. Do you agree? Do you agree with Ralph Rangnick on this, guys? Yes or no? Let me know in the live chat. Do you agree with Ralph Rangnick on his backing of Maguire and saying that he doesn't see a reason why Harry Maguire should not be Manchester United captain? Do you agree with Ralph Rangnick? Yes or no? Let me know where you're at. Okay, a couple of people saying yes. Venox says does. A lot of people said no. Steve-O says hard no, hell no. Madhouse says no. Devils United says no. Hell no says Red Devils. Rangnick out says, oh, busy the beast. Oh, Ralph Rangnick getting a little bit of heat for this one. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. Because I don't see how you can really have that staunch defence of somebody who you've only just come in, who you did not select as captain, who you can clearly see is not performing. He might be a good defender, and he is a good defender. But he's not a great defender. He's not a great captain. He's not a consistent enough performer to warrant being in the United starting 11, let alone lead the side. I think actually we've discussed it. If he was dropped, if he was dropped for a while, given a few games out, given a run to Lindelof by, you know, whoever else, and just given a bit of time to get competitive again, to get his head right, and have that pressure and that burden of the captain's armband taken away from him, maybe he would come back a refreshed player and you see a good player. But right now he can't live with the captaincy, and he's not a good enough captain. He's not a good enough performer. So hashtag Slabby out. All right, then just a couple more things, and I'm going to get into the live chat Q&A. But yeah, so you know, on Manchester Evening News, they've got, you know, their predicted lineup, which is different to mine, obviously, and it basically, you know, just has Luke Shaw still in there, but, you know, Elanga coming in. So I think there will be a few changes. So in the presser, Ralph Rangnick did say that, you know, he's looking to rotate the team, really. He said, yes, it's possible that we need to rotate, maybe even for tomorrow's game. In some positions, we could do with some fresh legs, some fresh energy. We have the next game coming up at Leeds, another intense away game. And then in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid and then Watford. We have quite a few games coming up every 3 or 4 days. That's why it's good for me as a manager that I have enough players. 2 players for each position in order to give some players a rest and others a chance to perform. So just, you know, hinted at the possibility that he will make a few good changes in this side. From my position, what I think is that we should drop Luke Shaw and give Tellez a run out. I think we should drop Maguire and give anybody else a run out. Doesn't matter who, anybody else. Fucking get on yourself, Ralph Rangnick, if you fancy a game, lad. Anybody but Slabs. And then in the middle of the park, I would make a change. I'd probably bring Fred back in because I think McTominay's not really been that good of a performer. Maybe Fred's energy alongside Pogba's creativity on the ball and control on the ball compared would be a decent mixture. So, you know, but I'd still expect McTominay will probably start the game. I think obviously Varane and Dalot probably should still definitely start the game. And then Ronaldo's going to play because Cavani's not available, and Rashford, in my opinion, should be dropped. Those are the only other changes I'd really make. I'd drop Rashford, Luke Shaw, Maguire, and McTominay probably. Those 4 players I'd drop from the lineup. Definitely Maguire. Definitely Maguire. But based on what Ralph Rangnick said, if you can see my team in the bottom corner there, I personally think that Maguire will start in the game. Right then, so just a little bit of an update here, you know, from the football world. So Fabrizio Romano, there's a tweet earlier, or some information came out earlier about Tielemans, and he said that he's really not likely, he's definitely not going to continue at Leicester City, so there's a possibility for him in the future. Paul Merson on Sky Sports said Man United should not go for Mauricio Pochettino. Brendan Rodgers would be a better appointment. He was doing so well with that sentence up until Brendan Rodgers would be a better appointment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry to say, but let's just talk about Brendan Rodgers for the moment. Yeah, he's a decent coach. Yeah, he's a good coach. Yeah, he went invincible in the Scottish League. Doesn't impress me much. Liverpool manager, fucking melter. What's he won? Not interested, not keen. Bollocks. That's what I'd say about him. Are you interested in Brendan Rodgers, guys? Smash a 1 if you would like to see Brendan Rodgers as your manager. Smash a 2 if you think otherwise. Personally, I wouldn't go near him with a 10-foot stick because he's ex-Liverpool scum. So there you go. Hell no, says like. Well, fair enough. A few people would be interested in him, but me personally, nah, he's way down the list for me. Way down the list for me. He's a heck of a nice guy. Right then, also in regards to team news for the Brighton visit, Manchester United, Ralph Rangnick with just give you the latest team news on who's available. So he has said, to quote him, that Fred will be available again, and he said he'll also be part of the group. Edinson is still out. The same with Nemanja. The rest is all well. Alex Telles is back, and the squad, and already was part of the group for the Southampton game, and he will also be available. And so there you go, really. Everybody's available apart from Cavani, Matic. So there you go. So we've got a more or less fit squad to choose from tonight. He has got a few options to change a few things around. I personally think those players should be dropped and we should look to rotate a little bit, but I don't think he'll do anything as stark as making 4 changes. I think he'll make 1 or 2 changes, maybe 3 at most, and rotate a little bit. Maybe Alanga coming in for Rashford. I think Maguire starts, unfortunately. Maybe Telles coming in as well would make sense. Possibly Fred. So I think he'll make a few changes, but I don't think he'll go mad with rotation here, in all fairness. Right, okay then. So also, hang on, where's that gone? Never mind, I've lost it. There was something else I wanted to talk about, but it's gone. Right, guys, I'm going to get into the live chat now for a bit of a Q&A. Thank you, everybody who's in here. Crikey, Malika, there's over 300 people in here right now. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome in for the United stream before the game today and all the latest United news. If you're just joining us, Rangnick backs Maguire. What an absolute Dr. Mario meltbag. You know what I mean? I've fucking had enough of this Maguire guy at the club. Certainly captain in the side. He's got to make the decision. He's not having the bottle to make the decision. Let's get in the chat and see what you guys think about this. Thank you everyone for joining. Do drop a like on the video if you have not done, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. You only need to be subscribed for 1 minute to be able to chat the live chat. We're on here every day giving you all the latest United news, updates in a no bullshit, no clickbait way. So if you're enjoying the show at all, show your support, hit your subscribe and get in the chat. Right then, let's be having you guys. Mamasini, how are you doing today, man? Can't drop Rashford, says Captain Teabag. Why can't you, though? I understand what you're saying. He's a senior player now. And he also, if he does get himself a goal or something, he'll probably get back into being in decent form, like kind of like Ronaldo. Like, he's just sort of crying out for a good game. One good game could change everything for Rashford. I kind of agree with that. But at the same time, he's not really deserving or warranting of starting in that team. And if I'm Rangnick, I want to pick the best possible team that I think is going to get the game won against Brighton. Remember, Brighton are a good team. They're a good footballing team, and they've got good results away from home this season, and they're just doing generally well. They're only a few places behind us in the league. They're a decent side. And we couldn't even break down not break down. We couldn't even capitalise on the chances that we created, which we did against the likes of shitty Middlesbrough and of course Burnley and Southampton, these sorts of teams. And so, Rangnick's going to have to... He's going to have to, I think, choose the best players for the job. And I don't think Rashford at this moment in time is a reliable player that you can guarantee is going to perform for you. Actually, what I liked recently is when you saw Alanga come into the team and Rashford sat on the bench. You could see when Rashford came off of the bench as a substitute, he had that hunger, he had that fire, that passion, because he's got to get that competitive edge going to be able to compete to get in the team for the next game. And actually, both times he came on as a sub, when Elanga started those games, Rashford scored off the bench at the end of the game. I'm not saying that's going to happen every time, but maybe that tells you something. At this moment in time, maybe he's just, I don't know what it is with Rashford. I wish I could pinpoint what's going on with him. If it's a confidence thing, a mentality thing, is it off the field things bothering him? I don't know what it is. Change of manager, who knows what it is? But Rashford is not the same Rashford he was just 12 months ago, and he should be getting better, not worse. So I wouldn't start him personally. I'd give him a little break, but I can understand why you would start him. Mike says, cement man, we're done. Slabby Maguire is basically a big slab of cement. Yeah, Slabby to start today. I need a last, says Fred Smith. Right, I'm going to get a poll on the go, just to see, does Maguire start? Yes or no? Let me know in the live chat, because Ralph Rangnick's backed him and said that he doesn't see any reason to take the captaincy off of him. But maybe with the games coming up and the performance that Slab had out last time, he might give an opportunity to one of the other centre-backs. Fair play to you, Snoop Dogg. How you doing there? You're so pissed off you hate Harry Maguire, says Italy United. I feel you, dude. I feel you. I just don't rate him at all, man. And I haven't done for a long time. This hasn't been a recent thing for me. I mean, I was happy when he signed for United. I'm not going to pretend I wasn't. I wasn't happy with the price tag we've got bent over there, mate. Even at the time, wasn't happy with the price tag. But it's not my money. But in terms of how it's panned out, listen, he was good for England in the 2018 World Cup. He genuinely was. And he was really good for Leicester that season. Before we signed him, and that's why we signed him. And when we signed him, we thought we were getting that sort of good player who's going to progress and get better, come into his peak years. Unfortunately, when we signed him, he's turned out to be a complete truck of a player. It's like you've bought a fucking Ferrari on eBay. You turn up and it's a bloody Nissan Micra or something like that. It's just not what we expected. He's not fulfilled the expectations. Forget about the price tag. That's not his fault. He's not fulfilled the expectations that we had upon him as he had the potential showing before he came. He's come to United and done shite, really. Rashford is like a 3 amp fuse in a 3-pin plug, says Templar Priest. You just think he's out of not the right fit for the club, I see. Master Mo says, do you have Patreon, Pig? I do, actually. There's a link in the description, Master Mo, if you want to become a patron. It'd be much appreciated, mate. Thank you so much for asking. We will get the result tonight, Pig says Talk MU. Come on, Talk MU. That's a positivity I'd like to see. In fact, let's get on to score predictions, actually. Before we do that, JRB with a super chat says Rashford equals gash. Too selfish. Needs to pass the ball. Crap Maguire equals 10 out of 10. Worst signing ever. Followed closely by our set-piece coach, bunch of meltbags. Great comment there, JRB, man. I couldn't agree more. I do think, based on what he's cost and what he's done, Harry Maguire's up amongst the worst signings ever. Yeah, he probably is for the price tag. But, I mean, obviously, Alexis Sanchez was a shocker of a signing. There's been some bad ones, but he's right up there, definitely. And then, as you say, the set-piece, what's going on with this set-piece coach? We've hired a new set-piece coach, mate, and he's doing absolute piss all, mate. Piss all, mate. Is what he's doing, because, in fact, we just got worse in that department, I think. We don't even look remotely like scoring. We have got good players up there who should be able to bang a lot of headers in from set pieces, don't you? Cavani, when he's on. Ronaldo. Slabbington Maguire. Raphael Varane. Victor Dwindloff. You've got a lot of Paul Pogba's a meaty lad with a bit of height on him. Why can't these guys get their head on the ball and bang it in the back of the net from set pieces? Every other team in the Premier League can. We haven't done it this season yet from a corner. That is shocking. I mean, that is absolutely shocking. Some teams, I wonder if I can find the stats for that. Some teams live off of that. Think about Stoke City back in the day under Pulis, or fucking loads of teams, they play that long ball, they get the corners, they play it wide, they get the corners, they fucking whip those corners in, and they got some big meaty guys in there who head it in the back of the net. Well, that is what we're terrible at. Let's just have a look. So, corner, goals, Premier League stats. 2021 to 22 season. I wonder if I could just find that really quickly. Who scored the most corners in the Premier League this season? I think it might be quite hard for me to find this. Oh no, here we go. Wait, Premier League corner stats. All right, here we go. Corners, home and away. All right. These are gash stats. This is just like how many corners you've won. This is not what I want to. I want to see like goals converted from. You know what I mean. Anyway, I should have probably come in there with those stats there before planned. That was I'm just on the go here. Corners, games, nah. I can't find the goal scored. But you know what I'm saying? Manchester United haven't done it once. So that's what we know. There's a lot of clubs that live off that stuff, and Manchester United haven't been able to do it once this season, and most of the season's gone. That is shocking. That is shocking. Yeah, I reckon another 1-1 with a shocker from Maguire against the Chico Goblin. Maguire own goal, says Von Xers. He's going to start, isn't he? Right, let's get your predictions in there. Hey, G-Wolf United Gaming, how you doing, my friend? He ain't my boyfriend, though, says G-Wolf. How you doing, everyone? Yes, get your score predictions in. I'm actually going. I don't want to be pessimistic. I really don't. I'm actually going for another 1-1. I know, we are 1-1 United right now. That is our team. I'm going for 1-1. Get your score predictions in. I think we're going to draw the last 3 games. We couldn't capitalise on our chances. The confidence is in the gutter. We can't beat Middlesbrough, can't beat Burnley, can't beat Southampton. Why is Brighton any different? If anything, Brighton is the hardest challenge out of all of those teams. So based on recent form and them doing good form away from home and stuff like that, I think, yeah, we're it's not the most... I mean, of course, Manchester United at home should batter Brighton with the players we've got out there at our disposal. Of course we should. But just we should have won all those other games too. I don't think we've actually got a good enough team unity or organisation about us or ideas creatively to score goals and rip teams open. And we have been in those positions where we've been able to score goals. But because of the lack of confidence, it's just mounting. It's mounting every single game now. And I feel another draw coming. Sorry to say. 2-1 says John Allen, 2-1 says Aaron, 3-1 says Simon, 1-1 says Ninja, Templar says 3-1, 2-1 says Malps, 1-0 Brighton says Johnny, 3-1 says Mamasini, 3-0 says Sherman Sutherland, 5-2 says Philip Chapman, 2-1 says I'm Hustle Gaming for Brighton, Grey Fox says 1-1. Most people going with a good, comfortable win for United, which is good to see. I'm loving the positive vibes there and the optimism, guys. I don't feel the same way. I'm going to be honest. I feel like we can struggle in this game because we struggled on all the previous games. Depends, doesn't it? If the team does perform, we've got the ability to go out there and win 5-0. But they have to turn up and perform, and that's a whole different story. And then if there is people at the back there, like Harry Maguire started in the game, I think the confidence just gets absolutely shot straight away going into it for the squad, the fans, and everyone. And then he's probably going to make an error, and he's probably going to concede us a goal, and then they're back in the game. We'll probably have a good first half, probably come out guns blazing, proper swashbuckling United football, bish, bash, bosh, right at them, score a goal, and then struggle to convert chances, go in at half-time, come out looking like fucking Kettering Town second half. That's probably what's going to go on, and then they'll just get a chance and bag one, and it's going to be a draw again, guys. I've got a horrible feeling. Julian says, I dislike Maguire. Eddie's Football Waffle, how are you doing today, mate? He says 147 likes. Get in there, everyone. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can get 150. Smash the like if you're just joining the stream. Hit the subscribe button if new to the channel. Get involved in the chat for, we're going to stay on here for a little bit longer and speak to you legends about the game that we've got coming up later. We're going to be back at 7:45 tonight with a watch along for the Man United Brighton game. Of course, it's not on UK TV, so if you are unable to watch the game later, you can tune in and watch on the channel. Thank you, Eddie's Football Waffle lad. Man United Hodge with another $10 Aussie dollar super chat, mate. Getting in here from Dan Under. Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate. He says, bro, I'm not confident with this game. I don't want to go into this game not confident, but with our performances of late, I reckon it's going to be a 3-1 Brighton win. Ooh, Man United Hodge. I mean, there's lacking confidence, and then there's that. Okay, now you think we're going to get drubbed up by Brighton? Dude, I mean, I'm not going to rule it out. I would say that surely we got too much about us to get drubbed up by Brighton. But hey, look, these bad results can compound when you're playing badly, and the misery can compound, and the pressure gets worse, and the performances and the need to perform gets bigger, and the ability to do so may be smaller. So Man United Hodge, I agree that there's a possibility that could happen. But nah, I'm still going for a draw, lad. Come on, I'm still, and actually, we should hope for a win. Of course, this is what it's got to the point of now at Manchester United, guys, where I'm going into a game against Brighton at Old Trafford, not feeling that confident that we can win. I mean, just take a second and just take a step back for a moment and think about that. What a fucking disgrace that is. And I know a lot of you are positive and think we're still going to win the game. And in my heart of hearts, I really think that we can as well. But just recently, with how we've been doing, I don't have that confidence that we can actually go and beat Brighton. Brighton are a decent side. They've been doing all right this season. So it's a tough game for United right now. It shouldn't be, because we've got Ronaldo and all these fucking legends in the club, all these great players, Varane and all the rest of it. We spent a lot of money. It's a hugely assembled £1 billion squad or whatever you want to call it. But we just can't perform against even the gash teams. Yeah, that's what I'm saying as well, Malps. Mopé. So Neil Mopé has been in really good form recently as well. I think he's got as many goals already in a stat. He's got as many goals now in this campaign for them as he did all last season. And so he's already scoring goals, he's creating chances. And also Basuma, like you say, another great player, could boss that midfield for them. We've got a gash midfield, guys. I think he's a big physical lad. You know, he's got the strength about him. He's got the quality to run that midfield. And it's a sad day when Brighton's arguably got a better midfield than Manchester United. But our midfield is all over the place, lacking-wise. Whichever combination of players you put in there, it's not that convincing. Like, okay, Pogba's great if Pogba turns up, which is a big if. McTominay, inconsistent still. Fred just coming back from the vid. And also, you know, Gash as well. He's decent at some things, and I do think he's a great terrier, a great, you know, winner of the ball, a great, you know, runs around and puts in bags of energy. But in terms of like creatively, in terms of scoring a goal or creating a goal, nah, he's not got the possibility about him. It's too erratic. He gives it away. He's Gash. Thank you very much for subscribing there, Hashiki John Leonard. I appreciate you for hitting subscribe on the video, mate. And also Gareth Williams. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel there. Gareth Williams, you absolute legend. I really appreciate you, Gareth Williams, mate. Come on. If you're new, do what those guys have done and hit that subscribe button. O'Busy says, exactly if the slab plays, I'm off to UCL, says O'Busy. Oh, are you going to watch the Champions League if the slabby Maguire plays? You can't do that. To be honest, it's not even on telly anywhere in the UK. Mope's got even stats as Ronaldo, just one more game and one less assist, says Parallel Sons. There you go, Parallel Sons. I mean, he's in good form, mate. He's a dangerous player at this moment in time. Brighton are doing well. I mean, let's just have a look at the league table and look at the things like goal difference and stuff like that, because that tells a big story, in my opinion, of sort of how teams are doing in the league. So let's have a little look at the league table then. And as we can see, Brighton are only a couple of positions behind us. Well, we're in 5th place in the league right now. If we win, we will go above West Ham into 4th place, which is what we need to do. Arsenal still have a couple of games in hand on us, and they're only 1 point behind. So huge importance on... I mean, this is actually... We've said it a million times, but in terms of United's top 4, this game, with Spurs bottling it and Arsenal being on our tail with a couple of games in hand, this game is massive, and it is make or break, I think, for Manchester United's top 4 hopes. It really is. 4th place is what we need to get. We absolutely need to get that this season to be able to sign new, really great players, etc. next season for the new manager. And anything but 4th is a failure. But you know, if we lose this game, crikey, we're almost handing 4th place as another team with not that long left in the league to go. 14 games, 13 games left to go. West Ham would be in a better position than us. Arsenal would be in a better position than us. And obviously, if Tottenham win their 2 games in hand at this moment in time anyway, they'd still go above us right now, even though they've been bottling it. But they would still go above us right now because United have been drawing loads of games if they win their games in hand. So... crikey, Man United have to win this game tonight. But I'm just feeling a horrible draw, guys. That's what I'm feeling. But anyway, in terms of the goal difference and stuff like that, if you look at Brighton's performance this season, well, they've got a goal difference of +2. Not doing too badly, in 9th place in the league. They've scored 25, and they've conceded 23. So that's basically their goal. They've got a goal difference of 2. So they scored 25, they conceded 23. To put that to Manchester United's stats, Manchester United have scored 38 and we've conceded 32. So, you know, although they've been scoring less goals, Brighton, and are less offensively dangerous, they're also nowhere near shipping as many goals as us. They've conceded 9 less goals than Manchester United this season. That's fucking shocking, mate. I'm going to say, that's fucking shocking, mate. So think about that. Just think about that for a moment. That puts things into perspective. So Manchester United conceding 9 more goals than Brighton this season. Brighton are not easy team to beat, in other words. And also, they're just, they're a good team. So yeah, make no mistake about it. They're going to be tough to beat. And also look at the form of the 2 teams going into this game, right? Manchester United's form over the last 5 games. Manchester United, 2 wins and 3 draws in the last 5 in the league. Brighton's form in the last 5 games in the league. 2 wins and 3 draws. You know what I'm saying, guys? I mean, I'm feeling like a fucking dirty draw is coming in there tonight. That's what I'm saying. I think a 1-1 draw, and that's what I'm going for. Anyway, don't want to be negative, but that's how I feel. Hey, Gungshi, what's going on, Gungshi? Thank you very much for a super chat here, boss. I really appreciate that. He says, how you doing today, Gungus? He says, Pig, the loins have been oddly quiet today. So I don't know what to predict. I'm going to be positive and hope for a 2-1 win for United. Get in there, United, you slags. Come see, thank you so much, mate. Yes, mate. Oh, fair play to you. 2-1 for United. He's hoping for the 2-1 United win. I hope those loins, you know, get a bit of a fizzing sensation later on with United banging in goals, Gunch. I really do, because we're all due a little bit of Manchester United, positivity. I mean, that sounded all a bit wrong. That sounded a bit wrong, Gunch, but you know what I mean. We're looking to get our fizz fixed later. A sub to Flying Pig United getting in here with a $5 Aussie dollar super chat says, Bacon Brigade, assemble. Piggy, $2 an oink, and you have 1 a minute. You can start whenever, Don. What's that? Piggy, $2 an oink, and you have 1 minute. You can start whenever. What are you on about, sub to Flying Pig? I don't know what. You can start whenever. Just clarify what you're on about, mate. I don't know what you're on about, mate. I'm trying to do a United news video, trying to get me to do an oink for 1 minute. What the fuck's the matter with you, bro? Thank you for subscribing there, Marlon Brooker and S.O. Doherty as well, or Doherty. Thank you so much for getting in here, bud. You're hoping Ronaldo ends his drought tonight. Roland Reverson, I apologize. Roland, I hope you're right, mate. I hope he does do that. Only half of the chat gave Pig a like. Come on, where are you? Stefan Errington, thank you so much, guys. Where are you? Let's be having you. Otherwise, I'll make you eat one of Delia's pies. I hate to feel it, but I don't think I'll watch the whole game, says Eamon Barrett. Oh, man. Oh. We'll see how we go. Listen, if it's a shit show from the off and Stabby Maguire's making errors because he's been selected by Ralph Rangnick and he's at the back and he's bottling it like a big slab and, all the rest of it, crikey, who knows what's going to happen. But I feel you. Maps with a 449 super chat says, I reckon Maguire is going to take out De Gea tonight with a headbutt. Oh, please don't say that. I'd love it if De Gea took out Maguire with a headbutt, though, wouldn't you? Mate, that's what he should do. David De Gea take matters into his own hands. Forget Ralph Rangnick, having the ability to drop him from the side and see that he's shite. No, David De Gea's got to take things into his own hands. That's it. He goes up for a corner, and instead of punching the ball, he just full-on haymaker slapping Maguire, takes him out for the game. Great shout, Malps. I'm going to get on to David soon. Bramble, Michael, or Maguire, who would you pick, says A-Dot? Talking about Titus Bramble here, or you on about? Alan T says, thank you so much. Can we get some soos in the live chat there for all the super chats today? Appreciate you all getting your opinions in, and everybody as well. Get your thoughts. I'm going to stick around for a good few more minutes, probably another 10 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes, to chat with you legends, and then I'm going to wrap things up and we'll be back for the watch along later. But for now, do drop the like on it. Let's see if we can get 200 likes on the stream and get in the chat. I'm going to stick around for 10 minutes. So have your say if you want to bring up any topics or ask me a question or give your thoughts and opinions about anything we've discussed, then please do. 1-1 score, says Valvidia Films. Brambles in the nuts, maybe, says First Class Gamer. How you doing there, First Class Gamer? Yes, mate. I mean, crikey. I'd rather a Bramble in the nut than Maguire on the pitch. Maguire out, he's rubbish. I agree, says Don King. Bong. I agree with that. Hey there, Ellie. How you doing? Thank you for getting the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Super chat. So I missed some super chats today. Mount says, I reckon Maguire's going to headbutt. Gungshi, I don't know if I have missed any. Don't think I have. Maybe I have. Thank you. No, I think I caught up with them. Shoma Forces, if Ronaldo fails again today, where do we go? The thing is with Ronaldo, guys, honestly, I feel like he is the greatest of all time and he is still an amazing player. Okay, the Premier League's harder. He's not going to score as many goals in the Premier League as he was in Serie A or even La Liga, especially now he's older. But he's still a dangerous player. There's a problem with Ronaldo at the moment. There's a problem with the team at the moment. There's a problem with the manager at the moment. There's a problem with Ronaldo at the moment, definitely, right? Because Ronaldo is a goal-scoring menace and he's a machine and he's the clutch player. And he's somebody that you can rely on 9 times out of 10 to bang a clear-cut opportunity in. He's that guy. He is that guy. And so for him not to be that guy is majorly concerning. But I am taking positive from the fact that his movement's still been pretty good by and large. He's got opportunities, he's got chances, he's got headers, he's got shots off on goal. So he's getting into all the right positions, all the right places. Unfortunately, his finishing is eye for a goal right now. His shooting boots have not been put on at the moment, unfortunately. Maybe if he stopped sniffing and kissing his shin pads and started sniffing and kissing his boots, then maybe he would start performing to a better degree. I don't know. But right now, he's not actually doing the job that we know he's capable of doing. But he's not finished. He's not over. He's not done. Yeah, he'll be declining like this now until he's 40, and then he'll retire. He'll be declining. But he's not declining like, overnight like that. He's going to be fantastic still for the next year, 100%. if Ronaldo went into a team that was just a performing side, like for instance, I've asked people the question. So with how many is it 9 Ronaldo Premier League goals this season, right? I think it's 8. Ronaldo scored 8 Premier League goals this season for I think that's correct, for Manchester United so far. Not the most. Just ask yourself this question. Ask yourself this question, though. You know, there was talks in the summer about Cristiano Ronaldo going to Manchester City, and obviously he signed for Manchester United because we couldn't let him go there. Maybe there wasn't too much advanced talks in that anyway, but there was a rumour before United went in with the interest that he was going to City. Imagine if he'd have signed for City this season. How many goals do you think he would have? Just answer that question, guys. He's got 8 right now for United. If he'd have signed for City instead, how many goals do you think he would have? Do you think he would have 8 as well? I personally don't think so. I think he'd have double at least. That's how I think the difference is between the two teams right now. And the fact that, you know, they're creating chances, taking their chances. They're a well-oiled machine under their manager who's been there years and knows what they're doing. Their team's a performing team. They're top of the league and they're winning games and they're a confident team and they're a good team. That's fucking why. 25 goals, says Alex Walker. There you go. So, you know, there can be no argument that he's still a great player. It's just that the confidence in the United team is so low. You know, the last few games, I think it has been an individual problem with Ronaldo, with his finishing and his lack of scoring goals. But previously, I think it's been a lot to do with the team behind him, not feeding in, not giving him the ball, not giving him the right service. I think the last few games, he has got the service. He's just not done well with the service. But before that, he was struggling for service. I think in all those other teams, you know, at the top maybe, he gets more service, he gets more goals, and they're a better, confident, more well-oiled machine, and therefore he still performs and bangs in the goals and fucking gets 25 goals this season, you know? So, yeah, it's just a shame that he's come into this team, which is obviously had to sack their manager shortly after he signed because of underperforming. I mean, that tells you the whole story, really. There's been a big turmoil, big change, new manager come in, and of course, you know, changing ideas. It's just not ideal. It's not ideal for somebody wanting to come in and slot in and play football, is it? It's a different situation. If he'd have gone to all those other clubs, he would have scored a shitload more goals. 20 says Rams Tomo. 20 says Arsenal Madhouse. Arsenal Max says 32 says John Allen. 25. So unfortunately, that is the case because of how United have struggled and how the lack of confidence from the team, I think, has infected everybody at this football club now. Everybody's infected with a lack of confidence. The fan base even, but certainly the players. You know, it's just affecting everybody. If the team's firing on all cylinders behind him, Ronaldo gets chances, he scores goals, the confidence comes back. And he's got confidence in his team that they're going to give him the service and that they're going to win games. But we haven't got the confidence to win games at the moment. Hey, we're only 11 likes away from 200 peeps. Let's see if we can hit the 200 mark for this stream. That'd be amazing. Oh, shit. Sorry, Mamacini lad. He says, Pig, I sent you a super chat. You ignored it, Scallywag. I didn't ignore it at all, Mamacini. I just didn't see it, my friend. Sorry. He said, hey, Gungshi, hope all is well with you. Your loins will come around. We win today, but this pig, let me go and see if I can find it. Sorry, Mamacini. But this today, we win today, you say, yeah? Yeah, I hope so, mate. I mean, look, we've got to obviously wait and see what happens. Manchester United are lacking the confidence. We're lacking the bottle. We're lacking the cojones. We're lacking the belief. We're lacking the winning mentality. We're lacking the results. We're lacking the run of results. We're lacking the form. We're lacking the desire. We're lacking the motivation. We're lacking the fucking coaching. We're lacking the set pieces. We're lacking, mate. Okay, hang on a sec. Let me see if I can see your previous super chat, mate. Mamacini says, okay. Mamacini says, I'm torn. I got to watch us, but I can't keep an eye on that juicy Paris-Madrid showdown. So how to watch us and listen to us here? Have to watch us and listen to us here, right? Yeah. So basically, I'm going to do a watch along for it later. Anybody who can't watch the game, you can come and watch it. But obviously, later on, if you're going to watch you got to watch the United game if you can. Listen, I know you might not be able to. You might just bang on BT Sport and watch the Champions League and find out what's going on. But if you can't watch the United game, come and watch the watch along with us. We'll be here at 7:45 to start. But if you can, then you should. You should be watching that. You shouldn't be watching that Champions League dash over this game, lad. No. Oh, no. No, you got to watch a United game. Thank you so much, Mamacini, you Don. Appreciate you, mate. Appreciate you. Nice one. Right then. Okay, so thank you for that, bro. You banging a few goals for City with their service, and I'm old, overweight, and a fart when I run. Yeah, Fish, good shout. Great shout. You're right. Great service. Lots of chances created. constantly going to get opportunities. I couldn't agree more. Ronaldo in a team like that, if he'd have slotted into a team like that, would have flourished this season. But at United, crikey, we've hindered him, just like we've hindered a lot of players. I think, obviously, the previous management didn't get it right. Maybe the fact that we signed Ronaldo in the summer did have a hindrance on our overall team chemistry as well, because he came in as a bit of doubt with some of the forwards. Cavani was doing amazing for us last season. And also then Bruno sort of taking more of a back seat. Now Ronaldo's here, it seems. That's what it seems like. And also it just seems like we didn't get the player that we needed instead. Maybe Ronaldo was not a great signing in the end for United, obviously. It's Ronaldo, though. We on Sky Sports tonight? It's not on Sky Sports Soundog, I don't think. No, I think it's on. It's not on any UK TV. The game is not on any UK TV. What a load of gash that is, by the way. So it's on American TV and every other country you can think of. It's on 4 fucking channels in France and all other places, but it's not on around here, mate. Unfortunately. How ridiculous. How ridiculous is that? Why does that happen? It's nothing to do with the blackout, obviously. You know, when they do that on the afternoon kickoff. It's nothing to do with that. It's to do with, well, obviously this reason is because the Champions League's on, so it's more effective for BT Sport to get more viewers in, I suppose. But you can watch both. I'm home. Get in, Mamacini. Oh, that's what you were saying, was it? Sorry, maybe I misread your thing. That's good news. Yeah, that's the way to do it, mate. Get the multi-screen on. Griffo Chaz, what's going on, you bloody legend? He says, rather see Lee Grant as centre-back than Maguire tonight. Get in there, my son. Absolutely. Come on, Lee Grant. Earn your keep, mate. You get paid what? How much does he get paid? Even $2,000 a week's too much for Lee Grant, because he doesn't do anything. Rather see Lee Grant as centre-back. Yeah, me too, Griffo. I'd rather Ralph Rangnick suited up, lad. Recall Jimmy Gardner. Great shout there, special one. Yeah, Jimmy Gardner would be good to see come back. I think he's doing really well, obviously, at Notts Forest. And next season, he should have a spot in the team. I think in the squad, he's got to be given an opportunity next season. Not to play every game, but give him some opportunities. He's not going to do any worse than McTominay or Fred or these gash players. Yo there, Dave the Gamer 12. What's going on? Oh, nice there, Stefan says. It will probably be on a Continental stream tonight. beIN Sports might have it on. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, beIN Sports, or, you know, definitely it's on Peacock in America, which is what I'm going to be watching it on. Eddie Trooper says, finish work and ready for even more stress later. Eddie Trooper, I feel you, mate. Well, look, let's hope that United just get the job done, do what we need to do, and actually do what we're supposed to do as well. Because we are supposed to just walk over Brighton, in all fairness. We're a much bigger team, much better team. We're the home team. We've got such fantastic players on hundreds of thousands of pounds a week, way more resources at our disposal than they do. Surely we should have the better of them. The only thing is that stuff ultimately doesn't matter. What really matters the most is, how good are you as a team? You know, how much do your players want it? How well drilled are you? How well organised are you? How effective are you at, you know, taking on the manager's tactics and coaching techniques and that sort of stuff, which Potter seems to be, you know, a very good coach in all fairness. You know, it's not the easiest game, this one, but hopefully we smash them up and everybody's not stressed out, mate. Hopefully we smash them up, but I'm just not that confident, bro. Fair play to Jason Brown says he's goal. Mamacini says, I guess I'll have Paris versus Madrid on the laptop and Manu on the telly. Great shout, lad. Scouser on the Wirrals in here says, here, mate, think how we feel. Liverpool, that the players we thought would be leaving, like Milner, Bobby, are in talks over a new contract, while Salah's still waiting for a decent pay rise, mate. Fair enough to you, Scouser on the Wirral, lad. Well, Salah's still waiting for a new pay rise, mate. Yeah, they'll get him wrapped up to a new deal, surely, won't they? How could they? They can't let him go, really. He's going to get a new... I mean, when's his contract run out, actually, Scouser on the Wirral? But anyway, thank you very much for getting in there. To be honest, I don't really give a shit about that anyway. To be honest, Ted Zavala, what's up? How you doing there, mate? Hope you're doing well. Forget anything about smashing Brighton up. I'll thank the good Lord if we manage a 1-0 this game, says Abanaf Ketapar. Great shout, dude. Great shout. Okay, fair point. Just the result is the most important thing. Performance again here is secondary. We want to see a good display. We should be smashing up Brighton, but really, like you say, any sort of result, any 3 points is what we need. Because this game, for the context of top 4, is huge with the players, the teams around us, obviously. West Ham above us currently, but, you know, if we win, we'll go above them. Arsenal and Tottenham chasing us with games in hand. Very important we win this game. Alan Rogers says, Ronaldo is a great player. Hey, we smashed 200 likes. Get in there, my son. We did it. Baby, we did it. Break out the red panties. The live chat's got us to 200 likes, baby. But let's just forget anything. Oh, no, I read that. Alan Rogers says, Ronaldo is a great player, but he's very much a luxury player. He needs this team around him. to do all the legwork and pressing. Hey, fair point, Adam Rogers. I'm with you on that one, mate. I see what Ronaldo's role would be best suited to these days. It's just a fox in the box type player, but that's good enough for me. You know, remember Raul at the end of his career or something like that. You know, just somebody fucking Ruud van Nistelrooy or something like that. He doesn't need to come back. He doesn't need to do all of the work in the world. You know, okay, maybe Rangnick's teams want to play like that, pressing from the front and all that kind of thing. And so he's not adapted well to a Rangnick system. But we shouldn't be playing that way then. If you've got the greatest player in the world at the top of the pitch, you've got to play a way that you know, benefits him, and so he can be the best player in the world, so he can get the goals from him. So I agree with what you're saying totally. He should be but we should just utilize his qualities, get him on the last man. His movement is second to none still, I believe. If you look at him on the last man, when there's Bruno wins it in the middle or somebody wins it in the middle, and he's on that last man and he's timing his run. He times his run so well on the last man. Like, that sort of stuff he's still very good at. And just in the box, you know, you get those clutch moments when the ball falls to him and he's going to score. People forget he's actually clutched us a whole bunch of goals and saved us in the Champions League and did a whole bunch of stuff already for us this season. He's just bottled it at the last 6 games. So, I think he's a quality player. You just need to play to his strengths. I do agree, though, that he's not right for pressing and doing a lot of legwork and dropping deep and, you know, helping out the team a lot. I don't think he's the most effective at all that stuff. How can he be? He's 37 now. Yeah, you know it, Abhinav Kettlebell. All good, mate. Yes, had a nice Valentine's Day. Thank you very much for asking, bro. Bit of a personal question, though. Pig, did you see Messi ask for Angel Gomez's shirt? No, I did not, Suman Shah. What's that for? Did he need to wipe his ass? I'm just joking. But Angel Gomez, yeah, I'm just joking, mate. Look, he left us, didn't he? Anyway, we need grafters, not lazy, says Templar Priest. We would be in Europa League right now if it wasn't for CR7, says Sheikal Goblin. Shout out Angel Gomez, by the way. Annoyed about us letting him go. He's another decent talent there as well. Another decent talent, right? Who just went left on a free at Manchester United. Piss poor fucking planning. Piss poor fucking, transfer policies. Transfer fucking policy, mate. You know? Ronaldo will come good when the slackers step up, says Boo Collective. Yes, good shout. Once the team starts performing better behind him, I think he will obviously do better. Like we said, if he was at City, he would score a lot of goals. Big up there, Burnout the Red. He says, big up Pig, need to win, but we got Maguire. Yeah, it's like playing with it's funny, isn't it? Because he's like playing with one of those big lead weights around your foot. You know, like those, what are they called, guys? Those Victorian convicts used to have on their fucking, what are they called again? Oh, ball and chain. A ball and chain. The clue's in what it is. Anyway, a ball and chain, yeah? It's like playing with a ball and chain on. In fact, I think somebody who's got a bit of pace about them, like Ronaldo, if you put a ball and chain on Ronaldo and had him go 100-meter sprint against Maguire, Ronaldo might still win, even if he had a ball and chain on him. So, Maguire's constantly got one. The only difference is it's not on his ankle, it's on his fucking neck. So, Harry Maguire is a bit of a lead weight, holding Manchester United back as a team as well. But he is so slow, isn't he? Hey, Paul Clayton, what's going on there, man? How you been? Great to see you there, Paul. Hope you're doing well, boss. Thank you for getting in the stream. Says, hi, Pig. Shout out to you, Paul Clayton, lad. What is good, my friend? Lennon Brown, Piggy, you remind me of my crazy drama teacher. He was a legend. Nice one, Lennon Brown. Thank you very much for that. I'll take that. What, crazy? Don King says, all English and Scottish players out the club. You think that they're the problem? Well, in all fairness, they're actually underperforming a lot, aren't they? A lot of the English and Scottish players. Yeah, Maguire, Rashford, piss poor. Luke Shaw's been poor. It's a good point you make, actually. And Scottish, obviously, McTominay's not been doing great. It's an interesting point you make. Why are the home nations players a bunch of melters these days for Manchester United, eh? Get Gardner back and install him straight as captain and see what happens. Great shout, Templar Priest. Could do a lot worse. I'd rather that than slabs. Plays like he's got Timberland boots on, says Sam Neexad. Oh, dude, that's a great one. He does, doesn't he, mate? And definitely Ronaldo would beat him in a foot race if Ronaldo was wearing Timmy's. Like, it's not even close. Eddie's football says Ronaldo slowed down. Not sure about that. Did you not see that run against Newcastle when he first came into the team with fucking blitzed down on their goal and banged it through keeper's legs, lad? He's still got a lot more pace than that Slabaldo character. Make Maguire sleep with the fishes, says Madhouse. Ellie says if we get 300 likes during the stream, Piggy will flash a nipple. I will, yeah, but it won't be mine. It'll be one that Ellie sent me through DM. Just for the record, she didn't send me one through DM. She didn't send me one through DM. Thank you, Fish. I appreciate you. What we going to do about Slabby, says Mo Khan. CR7 will come good again, says Shikal Goblin. Brandon Williams needs to be back. Great shout, Asher Katana. You know, he could do well in the future for us. He's still really young. Is he only 20 still? Mbappe boy eating fish and chips and watching the Don. That's the way to do it, lad. Oh, fish and chips. Oh, the best. Brandon Williams need him back. A lot of love for Brandon here. Maguire for Brandon Williams. Swap Maguire for Brandon Williams, says Ashar. Robertson, Scottish, Trent Alexander-Arnold, English, the Spacer 9. Yeah, okay, yeah, well, those guys. Hey, I'm not criticising Scottish and English players at all, mate. I was just agreeing with the fact that the Scottish and English players at Manchester United at this moment in time are doing shit, not anywhere else. At United, you look at it, which English players are doing good at United? Not very much. Not very many, is there? Wan-Bissaka's out of sorts at the moment, out of the team. Luke Shaw's not doing too well. Of course, Rashford's struggling and Maguire's definitely struggling. So it's actually a really valid point. And Mason Greenwood, crikey, well, we're not even going to talk about that. But definitely the English players at this club are letting us down at the moment in time. Lennon Brown. Get in there, Lennon. Wiggy, what's going on? Retro on him says Ron's ran out of electricity, put £50 in the meter. Even at his age, CR7 has more life than my spare fully charged iPhone 5. What's up there, Vamps Montana? How you doing, bro? Thank you for getting in the stream, mate. And Richarlison Gwilherm as well. Says in City CR7 it would be 3 option. Yeah. 6 p.m. content in 7 minutes big. No positive energies. No, I'm gonna wrap this up by 6 p.m. and we'll be back tonight for 7:45 for the watch along. That's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna get some grub in between. Any Greenwood news? Nothing still. Abernaf Kurtapon. I'm waiting for more. It's concerning, isn't it, guys? You would think, I don't know about you. I know there's an investigation going on everything, but I'd be coming out with a statement by now, mate. Surely he's allowed to make a statement or something. I'd be making a statement if there was, listen, we don't know what's going on there. We've got to wait for the investigations to take place and pending. And we don't even know if it's being sort of, what's the word? I'm just going to stop speaking. but yeah, we'll have to wait and see in that regard. But no new news as far as I know. Hey, Abby Brown, thank you, says big up Flying Pig, new subscriber. Thank you so much, Abby, for getting in here and subscribing. Appreciate all you for watching and subscribing and getting in here. And everybody else, if you are new, make sure you do subscribe. We give you all the latest United news, and we have a great community here of legends. We give everyone an opportunity to have their say, or we try to anyway. Obviously, the chat's getting busier and busier these days. But we're not a type of channel that only reads out super chats or only reads out members' comments. No, we give everybody the same platform here. So if you enjoy the community, if you enjoy the way we do these shows, and make sure you do drop a like and subscribe like Abby Brown has done. Welcome aboard the Bacon Express, Abby Brown. Mamasini, thank you for a €5 super chat, mate. Again, Mamasini going in there raw. Says, Ron's old. At the very least, clearly aging. We got our panties in a twist when we signed him, but at least he's not here just to collect his packet. Precisely, Mamasini. There's no doubt in Ronaldo's determination or his reasoning for being at Manchester United. He could go get more money, playing in, I don't know, the Chinese league or wherever. Of course he could. He could get more money at a different team. It's nothing about money to Ronaldo. He's come back to United to actually play in the Premier League and play in the premier competition in club football, because that's what it is. Like, that's what it is. Arguably, this moment in time, I think, particularly right now, definitely, it's the best league in the world. Now, a couple of years ago, obviously, people say, La Liga, but it's always up there, the Premier League. Premier League's always up there. And certainly you look at the Champions League final last year, 2 English teams as well. That tells a story. We've got a lot of really good teams with good managers, good teams, great players here in the Premier League. And that's what Ronaldo wanted to be a part of. So you can never doubt that he's up for the challenge. He's definitely up for the challenge. He's not done what Lionel Messi's done and just pissed off to PSG to a Farmers League. He's gone to Manchester United in a really tough spell where they're still trying to get back up to where we are winning things. He's come here to hopefully make the difference to help us win trophies. And so there's no doubt in his determination or his commitment to this Manchester United team. He is a professional through and through. Thank you so much. I agree, Mamasini. Let's get a cheeky little Sue in there. You know what? Let's get some Ronaldo emojis in there, peeps. I'm going to bang some Ronaldo emojis in there because this man, we need our support right now. Don't rule off. Don't write out the GOAT. Don't write off the GOAT, I should say. Don't write off the GOAT. We need to support this guy at the moment in time, especially because he is a fantastic player. And I believe only in the last few performances have really been anything down to him individually. Before that, I think the team's really been struggling behind him. I think the last few games have been guff, but he will step up and he will come good. Let's get a cheeky little soo in there for Cristiano because he's going to bang in one or two of those. In fact, I'll ask you in the live chat now, everybody, how many goals do you think Ronaldo scores tonight? I'm assuming he's starting the game because we know Cavani's not fit to play in this game. He's not available to play. He's not in the squad. So Ronaldo starts, in my opinion, of course. So how many goals does he score tonight against Brighton? Does he get 0? Does he score 1? Does he get a hat-trick? Does he get a brace? Let me know what you guys are thinking. Paul Clayton thinks he'll get 1. Mo Khan says a hat-trick. Come on, lad. Chrissy J says 0. Just 1 says Paramount. 1 with Sancho. 1 says Aaron. 1 says Madhouse. 2 says Jay. 0 says Unknown. -1 says Oddball Hippie. 0 says John Allen, 0 says Johnny, 3 says Otto Maniac, 10 says Alex Exodus. Okay, little bit carried away there, my son. But wouldn't it be amazing if Ronaldo did manage to bang a hat-trick and just make up for the last few games in terms of numbers of goals that he scored? That would be classic Ronaldo. It wouldn't surprise me in one bit if he could get back and bang in a couple of goals or 3 goals even. But in all fairness, I don't see it happening. Like I said, my prediction for the game today, unfortunately, in a negative... It's negative, but I think it's another draw. I'm just not convinced. I think Brighton are probably one of the better teams we played out of the teams recently. United should win. I want United to win, of course. I just got a feeling it's going to be a draw, a 1-1. And for that reason, I'm going to say our goal is scored, though, by Cristiano Ronaldo. So I think he gets 1. Bernal says 2. George says 2. 420 Crusader says 1. Hey, we got a new member of the channel. Get in there, Flabby G. Flabby Maguire. Hey, how you doing there, Flabby G? He says, welcome to the Bacon Brigade for Flabby G, everyone. We've got a new member of the channel. Guys, get your favourite Bacon Brigade emoji in there to welcome Flabby G to the channel membership, mate. I really appreciate the support in the channel, man. If you want to become a member like Flabby G, it's $1.99 a month. You get access to emojis, and it really does help the channel out as well. So, Flabby, thank you so much for being a member of this channel. Get in there. Get in there, my son. New member. Own goals says Alex Saxonoff. Yeah, Slabby Maguire. Fred Najaji says, for me, I would love more of his contribution to the goals than scoring. Okay, I see what you're saying. So more in the build-up play from Cristiano. Is this what you're talking about? More in the build-up as well? Well, that's a fair point. I just want him to be the tip of the spear. That's all I really want. I want him to be the tip of the spear, just finishing everything off, you know? Yeah. Oh, fair plenty of big god, Bob. Coochie says, fuck Maguire. Hello there, Naz786. How you doing, boss? Lots of legends got in this live chat tonight. We're only 10 likes away from 250, guys. What a bunch of legends today turning out raw for this show. Why can't this manager see what we can't see? Mbappe, boy, he's mental, isn't he? Honestly, with this whole Maguire statement today where he's come out and said, you know, he's back Maguire. He can't see a reason why Maguire should have the captaincy stripped off of him and all this stuff. I find that's mental. What more reasons do you need other than he's not a great leader? He's a shite performer for us, and he's making errors every single fucking week for us. What more reason do you need? And there's better leaders in the squad. That should be... Do you know what? Regardless of Harry Maguire's leadership qualities and how good he is performing, do you know what the ultimate reason for captaincy should be? You are the best leader in the team. You'd be the most effective leader. The team that leads the team the best in order to win games and who has that right leadership quality. Now, Slabby Maguire's way down the list. So just for that reason, even if Slabby Maguire was in form, it wouldn't be a bad decision to give the captaincy to somebody else who's a better captain. But because of how shit he is, it's a no-brainer. Because it's a no-brainer how shit he is. So for that reason, yeah, he should have taken the captaincy off of him by now and showed the cojones in the bottle to do it. But he hasn't done. He doesn't want to unsettle the team, even though the team's already unsettled. He's only here to the summer. Why does he want to rock the boat and cause big issues and dramas? I get it, but it's also a pussy move. Arrest Rangnick. How dare he defend Maguire? Maguire can't defend, is unknown. Thank you, Paramount. Peter Abate says Rangnick does better defending than Maguire. There you go, exactly. Don King says Bruno or Ronaldo need it. There you go. They'd be much better with it, I think. Even De Gea, we did a vote earlier in the chat. Most people in the chat actually voted for De Gea won and Ronaldo came second. Does Maguire start? Oh shit, we've had 545 votes on this poll today. Does Maguire start? 43% of you say yes. 57% of you say no. I'm going to end the poll there. So pretty split in terms of whether Maguire starts tonight or not. I don't want him to start. I think he deserves to be dropped. I would make 4 changes if I was Rangnick tonight. I think he's going to make 2, but I would drop Luke Shaw, Maguire, Rashford and McTominay, and I would bring in, Fred, Elanga, Tellez, and anybody at centre-back. So that's what I do. I don't think he's going to do that, though. I think he is going to stick with Maguire. It'll be refreshing if he doesn't, but even if he doesn't, Slabby Maguire's probably going to come back in next game after what Rangnick has said about seeing no reason to take the captaincy off of Maguire. So that basically insinuates that regardless of form, he's probably going to play. That's what that insinuates. It doesn't guarantee that, but maybe Maguire is benched tonight. But I've just got a feeling he's going to start him. Sherry Qureshi, how you doing, my friend? Yes, get in there. Good to see you, Shamir. Bring back Phil Jones. Yes, Ben Roper. Phil Jones gave an amazing performance in that one game we've seen him. In a couple of years, he's only played once for foot's sake, and he played much better than Slabden in all his games this season, in my opinion. I thought he had passion. I thought he had heart and fight and desire and determination about him, 10 times of which I've seen some Slabby this year. So 100% Phil Jones would be the option for me. Or, you've got 2 other centre-backs to choose from there who can come in too. Why not? Anybody's better than Maguire right now. Ralph probably hiding in a darkened room when Fergie enters Old Trafford, says Stefan. Oh, I bet, yeah. He's not having a glass of red wine with him, is he? No, next is, I bet I bet yes. What happened to Lindelof happened to Maguire, he would get back into the team straight away, says No Neck. What do you mean? What do you mean? What happened to Lindelof happened to Maguire, he would get back. Oh, right, yeah, I see what you're saying. You mean, what, in Mykonos in the summer, you think Lindelof would have been out the team? Interesting. Lindelof deserves a start, says Paramount. Agree entirely. Thank you, Michael Kelly, for subscribing to the channel. We got 250 likes on it as well. Thank you, everyone, for dropping the like. It does show a lot of support for the channel and boosts us up there and helps us compete with some of the gash merchants of YouTube. Anyway, Elanga captain, says Bernard the Red. Maybe in the future. I don't know about now, my son. Dallow and Shaw are not good enough, says Chris Benoit. Well, are you sure about that? I mean, no pun intended, but Dallow's got a lot of potential and he's done well recently under Rangnick. He's done well recently. I don't think he's set the world alight, but he's done well and he's got potential. So I think he could be good. And Shaw last season was amazing for Manchester United. He's just in a bit of a funk as well. But yeah, he can't live off one good season. He's got to do it regularly. Dallow and Maguire playing alongside each other is suicide. What about Luke Shaw and Maguire, though, you mean? Lindelof to start. Funny 3696 says, have Varane, Shaw and Tellers as the 3 centre-backs in the back. True creativity right there. Great shout there, Funny 3696. Okay, fair enough. In a back 3. Are you mental? Varane, Shaw and Tellers as 3 centre-backs. You're mental, my friend. We have seen Shaw play that, though, but nah. That's pretty nutty. Ellie, have a great... Oh, no, sorry, you mean Shaw and Tellers as... Oh, no, you do say... Hey, Ellie, have a great day. Shizovsky, thank you so much for getting in here. And thanks for the nitpick. I'm just joking again. Raphael Gaiman says, Maguire is bad. Mrs. P, if you're watching, it's a joke. Maguire is so bad, it's worth it, said Raphael Gaiman. What time is the kickoff? Says Adam. It's 8:15 p.m., Adam. 8:15 p.m. Thank you, Eamon. That fucking ball bang Maguire can get out our club ASAP, says Chief United. Yeah, I agree. Sell him in the summer. Sell him in the summer. Bye, Paul Clayton. Thank you for getting in, boss. We're going to wrap this stream up now then, guys. It's been a great stream. I really appreciate you all joining us this afternoon for a bit of chat and a bit of bants and all the latest news. The biggest topic really was Harry Maguire, obviously, being backed by Rangnick. And, just a little bit of the team news, obviously. A couple of players still out. Cavani, Matic, everybody else should be fit to play tonight. So we'll see what Rangnick does. Thank you, Adam, Boo Collective as well, and 0 Degrees, and Big God Bob, Retro Unlimited, Don King, No Neck, Kofi Edmund, Eamon Barrett. Sorry if I didn't read any of your comments out there, guys. I try to read as many out as we go along, but do come back after this video is finished and get in the not live comment section. Come back with your thoughts and opinions about anything we've discussed in this video. Let us know what you think. Come back with your predictions for the game, who you think is going to start, what you think the scoreline's going to be, and all that kind of thing. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Eddie's Football Waffle, Eamon Barrett, 0 Degrees, Paramount, Stefan. Thank you so much, Stefan, Harringtonia, bro. Have a great day, mate. Shamir, Captain Teabag, Eddie, Chrissy. Don't spam, guys. Abhinav Katapal, and everybody else as well. Thank you so much for getting in here. Captain Teabag. That's the end of the stream. I'll be back at 7:45 tonight, guys, about half an hour before kickoff for the game against Brighton tonight at Old Trafford. Man United v Brighton. Rearranged fixture. Got to get the win. No ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. Man United need to win to keep our top 4 hopes alive. Yes. Abhinav says, will you actually be there at 7:45 or 8 p.m.? Between 7:45 and 8 p.m. we'll start, Abhinav, but it's set up for 7:45. They're always just guide times anyway, Abhinav. I always say that. We're never on time when it actually is on time. If you don't realise that by now, then there's something wrong with you, to be fair. We usually get going a few minutes after that time. And, there's a lot to set up, a lot to change. And sometimes, like, for instance, the Peacock stream tonight, don't know when that's going to start. stuff like that. I've got to get that stuff sorted out before we get live, obviously. So, yes, mate, but keep a lookout. It's a guide time. We're always live well before kickoff, so quit your moaning. Always live well before kickoff. Quit your moaning there, Abernathy. Good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Good afternoon, I should say. I'll be back later with a watch along, 7:45. Ben Roper, 7:45-ish. Wiggy, Stefan, Abernathy, Burnout, and everybody else. Simon Almeida. That's it for the stream. Do drop a like before you go. Make sure you are subscribed so you can keep up to date with the latest United vibes and United news on this channel. Click the like, click the subscribe, click the little post notification bell so you get a notification when we post and go live as well. Make sure you follow us up on all social media, Flying Pig United, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And check out the website, unitedflyinghigh.com, for your latest news if you want to read your United news. That's it from me. Back for the watching on later, guys. Have a wonderful afternoon, and come on, United! See you then.